It is just hit after hit after hit with these niggas. I don't know how they fucking do it. I really don't. 17 films deep, and these niggas are still dropping hits. At this rate, we'll have given away a college tuition by the time Disney is done cornering the market on all this superhero Star Wars shit. Guys, to say that this movie is the best Thor movie doesn't even give credit to how good this movie is. It really doesn't. To me, this is honestly probably one of the best Marvel movies, like hands down. Guys, this film was directed by Taika Waititi. He's directed films like What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People. I've never seen either of those movies, but this film is the fucking shit. I'll tell you that much. The caliber of actors that they have in this movie is just absolutely insane. They got Cate Blanchett, who is damn near 50 years old, but she was looking fine. Mark Ruffalo, Tessa Thompson, Anthony Hopkins, Idris Elba, Tom Hiddleston. The caliber of actors are just top of the notch shit. And then you got Chris Hemsworth. Guys, I'm not hating on Chris Hemsworth as Thor. He does fantastic in this movie. It's just sometimes he just doesn't do it for me.
What help were you in your cell?
Who put me there?
Who put me there? You know damn well. You know damn well.
I want to talk about some of the action scenes real quick because the action scenes are just stupid in this movie. The opening action sequence with Thor and Surtur, and as a comic fan, I never thought I would ever see Surtur in a movie ever, but here Marvel goes, just dropping two villains in a movie like it's no big deal. They're like, you know, fuck it, here, have it, take it. Here's a little fan service for you. There's a scene where Cate Blanchett's character, Hela, or Helen, whatever, she's the goddess of death, and she comes down, and she's like, I need everybody now to kneel to me. Swear your allegiance. And they're like, fuck that. So she just ran through all of them by herself. She went through a whole army, just throwing spears. She was just waxing ass left and right. And then the gladiator scene between Thor and the Hulk is just... it's so dope. It's so cool. It was like a nice little nerdgasm, you know? Getting to see that like Planet Hulk like just thrown in there. And I like that part as well because that's also a nice little piece of fan service that they just sprinkled on in there. And the Hulk in this movie is the best. He's like a 2-year-old because he's been stuck in his Hulk form for like 2 years now. And so he's just like this big baby, but at the same time he's the Hulk, so he'll smack you around. I think what makes this Thor movie stand high and above the other two Thor movies is that they take away his hammer and they just weaken him down a little bit, because Thor before, you know, he's just a cocky asshole, you know, he's a god, he got his hair and shit, pulls bitches, but you take away his hammer, what he feels is his true source of power, and you break him down a little bit, then you got a little character development that you could bring in there. But that's what the first one did too. He was this cocky asshole, he came back to Asgard, and Anthony Hopkins was like, no, you disobeyed my orders, you're gonna get all your shit taken away, you're grounded. And he sends him down to Earth, strips him away from all of his shit, and then he has to learn how to be a hero to these people. And so that's why the first Thor is like, yeah, you know, it's alright, whatever. But this one, you take that same exact shit, multiply the entertainment value and the production value by like 10, and that's what this movie is. It is 10 times better than the first Thor. That's exactly what this movie is. Guys, the entertainment level in these Marvel movies now are just like absolutely stupid. They have the budget where they could just do whatever the hell they want, and they have the writers that can actually put together a decent plot, make it funny, and make it very cohesive from point A to point B, where it's not just this all jumbled up, cluttered fuck fest. Guys, honestly, this is gonna be like one of the shortest reviews that I have, because I really don't have anything, I don't really have complaints about this movie. Like, there's a couple jokes that really don't work for me, but other than that, like, the pacing is great, the action is great, the special effects are actually, the special effects, they're great. But there were some shots that looked like a little Phantom Menace-y, but I didn't notice it the first time through. The first time through was just like an entertainment thrill ride. It's fucking amazing. But the second time through, like, I was kind of paying attention to more stuff, just looking at the background and whatnot, and like you could tell that it's like all very much CG. So I can only imagine how this movie will age in the future, because it's all pretty much just green screens all over the goddamn place. So maybe in the future, maybe the effects won't age as well. But as a film, like, that doesn't ruin the film for me at all. It's a fun movie, has a great plot, has great characters, and it seems like Marvel's stepping up their villain game. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok is an A all around. The only thing holding it back from an A+ for me is just that some of the jokes don't work, and the CGI can look a little wonky every here and there. But other than that, you got yourself a great movie. Alright, we got Murder on the Orient Express coming out next weekend, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm doing all my DC movies, so expect some of those this week. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the shits, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.